Good morning. But hey, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. So, 75 soft. These are the last 3 days. Now, I didn't do it perfect. I learned the lessons that I'm supposed to learn throughout the challenge, and I got something out of it. So, I figured finish out these last 3 days doing it the right way. The right way. And move on. So today I'm doing Windler. I do it in this app. Um, so I'm on this cycle. I've started with a new app. I've been doing this, but I started with a new app because I wanted to change some of my lifts. So today I'm going to do bench press and military press if I have time. So with the bench press, my warm up is 56 pounds, 70 pounds, and 84 pounds. So let's get to it. So the bar is 45. Yeah, so 75 soft, honey. You know what's crazy is I feel like, okay, so every day I worked out. I did the workout part, 75 soft, plus a little bit of 75 hard because most days, or some of those days, I was doing 2 workouts a day. The food part, for the most part, I did it, you know, I didn't really make no hard and fast rules as far as what I was going to be eating and stuff. Through this challenge and thinking about my food more, I had become back obsessed with my food anyway, but thinking about it more, putting it more in the forefront, I realized, okay, you got some disordered eating patterns still there. Or are they trying to creep back up? You've done a lot of work in this area, but they're starting to creep back up. So that was a gift of 75 soft, of me seeking help for my not necessarily for my nutrition, but more so for my relationship with food. Like I don't really need anybody to tell me like what to eat for real, but my disordered thinking around food, it made me like try to go into that world. And I did get um, an assessment done by a dietitian. So I have that and some recommendations. They did recommend treatment. So I'm, going down that road, kinda. And because it was good to talk to a professional. Like my therapist is a professional, but she's a professional at what she is, and you don't know what somebody's school of thought is, especially about food and diet and things like that. Um, just by just because all therapists aren't health at every size, all therapists aren't weight neutral, so it depends. But talking to this person and them kind of validating, this work that I've done, like in her report, she's like, Barbara has done a lot of work in her relationship with food, you know. So it's just understood that I'm not at a starting point of where another person would be of even still thinking the social norm of weight loss should be at the forefront of my life or at the forefront of my relationship with food and relationship with my body. So we gonna see 55. Then we have the reading. So I finished 2 books. I've started 2 more, and that made me learn another thing, that I don't want to read one thing at a time. With the way my mind works, I like to have options. So I had the boundaries book, and then I had another book that me and my husband were reading together, and both of them were, fulfilling and helpful for my life. But yeah, I had to cut that up, and so now I'm reading 2 more books. So it's basically like, no, did I read for 10 minutes every day? Probably, but some days, no, not every day. Some days I didn't. And guess what? I still read 2 books. And I'm still now reading 2. I'm in the middle of 2 other books. Stuff still get done. So that's the point. Like, it doesn't have to be an all or nothing type of mindset for work to be getting done. Work was getting done. So yeah, the boundaries book was good. I'm gonna go back through it with the workbook, just little bit by little bit to just keep working with it. I'm also doing another workbook. Um, so maybe I'm reading three books because the workbook is kind of a book in itself. The other one that's about eating disorders and stuff like that. So that workbook is kind of a read as well. And so then with working with that book, because that book, can't remember the exact name of it, but it's going from a health at every size lens. Whereas another book I'm reading right now is about eating disorders and DBT, which is dialectical behavior therapy. What type of therapy? So that one is actually going with the value with weight loss as a value, whereas health at every size does not have weight loss as a value. And what I'm learning that I wouldn't have learned if 75 Soft hadn't took me back down this road of being a weight loss girl is I'm learning, and also through therapy and stuff like that, and with trying to make friendships, it kind of all ties. How you do anything is how you do everything. So it kind of tied back to, okay, you can listen to different schools of thought, because I have this thing where I'm like, no, if I'm a purist at sometimes, like, okay, say I'm going to be health at every size, which that might be hard to believe because I always try to I always kind of finesse things to make them work for me. But in some things, I like to try to be a purist. But anywho, I can listen to a book that has weight loss as a value and take what I like and leave the rest. I can listen to health at every size, which is weight neutral, and I can take what I like and leave the rest. I don't have to just because I read it believe it, do it, take it in. I can try it on, see if it fits. If whatever I like, I like. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I don't have to decide, oh, I don't want to lose weight. I don't have to decide, oh, I do want to lose weight. I can just take the information, see what works within the context of my life, and that'll be that. So that was another gift of 75 soft. Okay, so this is 70. Yeah, so then to the cleaning part of it, the decluttering, crazy thing. Am I like super decluttered? No. Does my house look much better? Yes. We cleaned the carpets. I did it all. Not all, but I have the place in a good place where, one day I'll do, deep clean the kitchen. One day I'll deep clean some bathrooms, and it'll be where it's supposed to be. And that also gives me the mental space to now, okay, now let's go through my closet because things are in a better state. So my life again is better than it was. And I didn't have to do it. It's more than one way to skin a cat. It doesn't have to just be one way. Um, all right, so 91. Meditation. I know when we think of meditation, we think of sitting, with our legs crisscrossed and with our eyes closed and that kind of thing. But I discovered, that it can be so much more and that I can make it what I want to make it. My walking is meditative, taking a quiet walk, whether I do it with a walking meditation guided or I just do it meditatively. It's meditation, like making these things work for me, laying out on the floor. I don't have to turn something on to guide me. It's why it's called a guided meditation, because you could just literally just sit there on your own and meditate if you like, So yeah, I found that way, and it's a more organic way for me. you know Yeah, exercise, to go back more in depth with that. I was doing a boot camp class. Well, I was doing my weightlifting that I always do. But then in the afternoons, I was going to a boot camp class to kind of supplement for most of the time. So that was good. And also I'm starting my run training for this 4 miler that we're going to have in October 12th. Yeah, and that might seem far off, but it don't matter. And since my new friend encouraged me that I could run more than I was running, I've already ran 4 miles. So I've been running 4 miles really like on a weekly basis at this point. So I'm already ready for the 4 miler technically, but I have been just, I'm working on my speed. So I'm doing speed drills once or twice a week and then doing my long run, my hour long run that right now is at 4.42 miles. So I want to keep building that long run up. It's going to stay an hour, but the mileage that I do within the hour will get larger the more I run. So that is working itself out. Everything is still working itself out. There is more than one way to skin a cat. What if I would have just threw the baby out with the bathwater and been like, well, I didn't do it all the way right, like such and such did it. So therefore, there's no reason for me to keep going. That would have been crazy, you know? Because there's gifts all throughout the way in the little things. It doesn't have to be whatever. It can look different. It can be customized to your life. That's the whole point of doing it. Oh. So this is my as many reps as possible rep. With this program, it's basically you're doing your warm up, then you do 5 reps of the thing. Okay, I got to show you. So you do 5 reps of 65%, then you do 5 reps of 75%, then you do as many reps as possible of 85% of your working weight. So that's 119, but I ain't gonna do 119, I'm gonna do about 120, but I just still count at the same 105. And then I put that on, that's gonna be one. So I put this on. Yesterday, I was watching Patrice Denise. Let me turn it down real quick. Yesterday, I watched Patrice Denise during my workout, and she was talking about us getting together to discuss 75 Soft, similar but unique. So I'm excited to talk to her about it, see what her thoughts were. I know some of them, but like she said, we're going to talk about it together. I did want to kind of just get this out the way too. I don't mind repeating. Oh God, I definitely did that because y'all was watching me, and that was the only reason. Okay, so 10, and then once you add it, it says you scored 10 reps at 119, but really it was 120, but it don't matter. Which makes your 1 rep max 159. So it makes my 1 rep max 160, which I think I have done that much before. Like in real life, that is probably my 1 rep max. But I had gotten, that's this making that noise, okay? But how do I get out of it? Okay, it's got ads because I didn't pay for it. So now, what time is it? I have 15 minutes. I'm gonna try to get the overhead press done because it really don't take that long. It's less weight, whatever. I'm gonna set y'all up over here. My husband bought this different squat. Oh, I gotta put it on my back. I can't even lift it. He bought a new squat bar because it's better for him, his shoulder. And I like it too, so yeah. I've been using it on my squat days, but I did squats yesterday. So my military press or overhead press, they want me to warm up with 36. That is not possible because the bar is already 45. So I'm gonna warm up with 45 twice, and then I'll do 54 as a warm up, and we'll just go down the line. And that's Miss Burger playing as we work. Let me tune in.
65 degrees already. We're going up to a high of 85.
How long I've been recording? 25 minutes. And if I'm going to have y'all be with me for the next 3 days, and this is just the workout, because I still got to show y'all my food, my this, my that. Yes, because you have been on the short. So, did you know as a co-creator with whatever you believe in, whatever higher power you believe in, you get to decide how you want to do your part. Like you are co-creating your life and you can do it however you like. You don't have to like do the rules as somebody else wrote it down for them and their brain works totally different than yours. You don't have to do it that way. So this program that I am doing, the first time, so I was supposed to do 9 reps of 77 to beat my 1 rep max. I don't have the weights to make 77, so I had to do 80. And it's the overhead. You've been seeing me do it. But the first time I only got 5. So I took a rest and tried it again and got the 9 that I was supposed to get. So yeah, is that what it says on the paper to do? No. But am I grown and can I do whatever I want to do up in here? Yes. Because I'm also doing my running stuff, the sprints and stuff, I want to also give my legs time to rest. More importantly, not that my legs need to rest from the running or the sprinting. I want my legs to have a chance to rest after my weightlifting session because I want the muscle to have time to repair. So that's like most important. So my deadlift needs to be on probably Thursday so that Friday I can have a rest, and then as we go into the weekend I may be running once or twice.
I have my smoothie. It is blueberries, raspberries, 1/4 of a frozen banana, mixed greens. Like when I say mixed greens, not the mixed green powder, but actual greens, and then protein powder, chia seeds, and water. And this is my breakfast. It's 9:48. Got a little busy, so I waited. But as soon as I start eating, my shirt is over. It's good. Alrighty, it's 11:27. I'm about to go take my little 15-minute walk. And listen to my audiobook. It's called, so that's what I'm reading right now. Alright, so what I was just reading was talking about, let me put my mic on.
Okay, so what that book was talking about was when you start to heal one area of your life, other areas of your life that need work will start to come up. So for instance, I went to therapy to talk about my relationships with other humans. I didn't go there to talk about food, but once I kind of got on a good path with understanding why I am the way I am in relationship with other people and started taking steps to move forward. As you've been seeing, I'm hanging out, I'm doing things, I'm, being out there. I'm hosting a group hike that I didn't really intend to be doing, but I'm out there. But anywho, so when I start working on that, then here comes your relationship with food. It wasn't right your whole life. Then you try to do something where you say, you know what, I'll just eat whatever I want. That wasn't right. And then now you creeping back into dieting, and that ain't right. So we got to figure out in between, like where is the balance? Where is the what's right for you? So that came up. Then I never intended to be cleaning and finding hacks for organization the way I am, but that area started to be affected just by me worrying with this. It's like now, hey, you need to. My relationship to things. I'm like, okay, I don't want to clean out my closet because I'm learning how my brain works. I may not be a person who can get rid of things, but I can sure get those things out of my sight and put them somewhere else until I'm ready to get rid of them. There's workarounds that can be uniquely for me. That is a gift. I said that this morning, but that is a gift of that 75 soft, of being realizing like, no, you can't do it the way somebody else laid out that may have worked for their life, but you can make things uniquely yours because you're an individual. Yeah, but it was talking about that. It was talking about you'll start to know that your life is changing when you start letting go of friends, letting go of clothes, making new ones, just putting on a new, yeah, new thing of what, not even a new thing, getting closer to who you truly are, getting back to who you truly are, because it's not a, you don't really grow into who you are, you go back to who you are, because the things that were put on you, put on us as children and things like that take us away from who we are, and then it's a coming back to self that happens. And yes, you're made up of those experiences that you have too, but what's uniquely you? What's you? I asked my niece the other day, and I was so glad to get that information from her at 7 years old, because that's gonna look different. Well, I'm about to be 444 months in a couple days, but I can't say who are you that clean and pure, because she's saying it from with less baggage, not baggage less, because from when we learn, from the day we're born, we start piling, baggage starts piling on us for real. But she's able to tell, I said, who are you? Beside, like, you can't use your name, you can't say your daughter or a niece. How would you describe yourself? Who are you? And to get that information and to learn, like, okay, this is how she sees herself, these are the values and the things that are important to her. I'm gonna keep it in my pocket, because when she's in her teenage years, and you know she may not be as forthcoming, I know who she is in there. And no, I'm not gonna hold her to that, because we do change and evolve, and we got the right to try to hide whatever parts of ourselves we want to hide and don't want to share. I respect it, but it's just good to know.
So I just added like pesto to it, mixed it up, and then put those tomatoes and some everything but the bagel seasoning. Oh, it's like a pita bread under here that I may have overcooked a bit. But it just looks like that on the sides. It's not like all the way burn, but yeah. I forgot, I didn't talk about water this morning. So I had this on the top of my car while I was running my mouth, and it fell and broke the straw. And I was about to say, so I need to get another one, but I guess I really don't, because I do have the top still. I could just look for a replacement, I guess, for the straw. I could just do that. I should have one though, because it came with more than one, but I could just get a replacement. But I didn't mention water because it's so easy. When you find a way to just kind of make things a part of your life, it ceases to be an issue. Like this water, I drink 2 or 3 of these a day and it's over. I typically drink one by noon, and then I'm on the next one and finish that before I get off work, and then I may have another one after work. So I'm getting that 120, I'm getting 80 to 120 ounces of water a day, pretty simply. I just thought about it because, yeah, I just had my refill after lunch, so it made me think, oh, I didn't talk about water this morning. But yeah, that was part of the 75 soft, but it was an easy part, so I didn't really take it into consideration, or, I didn't remember it that much. I got all the couch cushions back on, which again could also fall into that normal cleaning, but I'm making the rules and I'm saying that is decluttering, because I'm taking that stuff off. No, but I'm gonna do 10 minutes of decluttering upstairs as well. But it's like, just in case I don't put it on there, or just in case I don't do it, clock me in for this, write me down, check me down for this too. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just working on getting systems basically. So I brought this basket of clothes upstairs. Do I have more clothes to fold? Yes. But I'm just gonna fold this basket. Hold on, my son is loud. I'm just gonna fold this basket, leave those others down there until I'm ready to, you know, spend another 15-20 minutes folding, and then I will bring those upstairs. I'm not going to, because I'm taking it from this basket, putting it right into the drawer that it belongs in. Yeah, I've kind of, you know, my space looks good. It looks a lot better, and I'm gonna keep it that way. So this is a decluttering clutter that I have accumulated that's been sitting, kinda, yes and no. But if I don't do this, what is it going to become? Clutter. Okay, so yeah, just I'm learning to do the things that I said I was going to do, really looking at what was the outcome that I was trying to get when I, you know, said this is what I'm going to do. Because is there a better way to get that outcome with my, you know, with my mind, the way my mind works, the way my body chemistry works? Is there a way that can work better for me? So that's what I'm doing. Yep, folding, hanging up stuff, whatever comes. Oh wait, I'll be honest, I really was at first disappointed that I couldn't do it right. Y'all can't really see me that well. Do I want to move my camera or just let it ride? Let it ride. That I couldn't do it right, but I did it, you know, my way, which is the way I should do it, so that it'll be something that's sustainable. Oh my god, I just ordered some baskets for myself to, you know, just to have to put things in so that things don't become a mess. I can just put stuff in the basket and then clear out the basket. I'm not going to put one up here because I feel like it's too big, and with clothes I'll just keep piling clothes until it's full. I really want it in the living room and in the downstairs where everybody is, so that we can all utilize it. Here I'm just going to have one little cubby that's going to be for my clothes that are like maybe something that I want to, it's not clean. I'm not gonna hang it back up because I wore it, so it may be something that I plan on putting on again that same day, or if I'm gonna go for a walk or something and I felt like, okay, I really didn't do nothing in this today, I want to go for a walk in it and then put it in the dirty clothes. I'm got a little space for that, but I don't need much more space than that because I will use it all the space for junk. Yeah, proud of me. And as far as what normally I'm sure, you know, people are talking about when you're 75 soft, what's most important is how much weight you lost. Let's just say I lost 0. I stopped weighing myself. What I did do as far as weight and scale goes is move my scale out of my bedroom. Yeah, out of my bathroom and my bedroom. I moved it downstairs, and so that just automatically makes me weigh myself less, because one, I'm a person who wants to not have any clothes on when I weigh myself, and I'm not going to walk all the way downstairs without clothes most days. Like, if I'll go down there with a robe, but you know, I gotta go down there, gotta be naked, then I gotta get dressed to work out when I could just go down there dressed and ready to work out. So it makes it inconvenient, and I love that. I love that system and how it's worked out for me to do what I want to do, which is kind of put some separation in between me and my weight. I've weighed myself, I would say on average maybe once a week, just to confirm that I'm not gaining weight. But I feel like that'll happen less and less, because what I'm finding is that, girl, you tripping. Just do what you're supposed to do, and everything will be fine. Like, it'll either go down a little bit or stay the same. And if I don't have the stress of having to worry about my weight, maybe it'll positively impact it. Maybe not. But I have to move on from that. Or right now, that's what I feel like is best for me. Who knows what I feel like tomorrow? But for right now, that's what I feel like is best. I'm done with that load of clothes. My son has a appointment with his orthodontist, and then my other son, we gotta go to the mall to get him another pair of shoes for school. School is starting on Thursday. So yeah, and got them their carpets clean, their rooms, because in order to clean your carpet, you kind of clean your room. So their rooms are like set for the school year, so that's good. Everybody's making progress. We have a new beginning. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so you remember I said I forgot what I was gonna say, and since I got this mic, I can talk to y'all while I walk. But remember when I said that I forgot to tell y'all about the water? I also forgot to talk about journaling. Wow. Okay, well, so back to that. So this is one of the workbooks. I showed you the other one, and it's over there, but I just sat down again. But yeah, the boundaries. Oh, this ain't the boundary, but the boundaries one is over there. But this is the emotional eating, chronic dieting, and binge eating. Hold on, they ain't finished. So many commas. The emotional eating, chronic dieting, binge eating, and body image workbook. A trauma informed, weight inclusive approach to make peace with food and reduce body shame. So I've listened to the podcast, and it was 3 writers to this. There is a therapist, 2 therapists, and a dietitian that wrote this book. So they couldn't decide on the name, so that's why I had so many titles. But what was I gonna say?
It's 3:06 p.m.
Okay, 3:06. We gotta be out of here at 3:30. So let me get in this book and get started so I can get out of here on time. Okay, so I just want to say I am not recommending this book to you. Reason being is because I know that if your mind is made up to diet, you're not gonna like the book. I'm just be honest with you. It's for a person who's ready to stop dieting. I don't think that is for, the normal person, and you're gonna get mad. This book gonna make you mad. So I can't in good conscience, being a person who has dieted and tried to pursue weight loss since the age of about 9, and all through my 20s, and some of my 30s. I know that this book would irritate me, and I would throw it in trash. I really would tear it up because I'd be so mad. So yeah, no. But it says, in a society where thinness is a measure of worthiness, it is no wonder multi-billion-dollar weight loss industry continues to flourish while its loyal, repeat customers continue to suffer in shame. After all, we've been led to believe that it's our fault that we can't succeed in the latest diet. Controlling our eating or mold our bodies to the correct shape and size. The Emotional Eating, Chronic Dieting, Binge Eating, and Body Image Workbook seeks to flip that narrative on its head. Written by 3 leading experts in the field of disordered eating, mental health, and trauma-informed care, this book will become your go-to guide for learning how to reject diet culture, heal your relationship with food, and feel at home in your body. No wellness plan needed. In these pages, you will find a wealth of information, strategies, and stories to help you trust your body to know what it needs to feel comfortable and satiated, break free from the rigidity of dieting and chaos of binge eating, unlearn messages
when and what you're supposed to eat. Understand the emotional connection that everyone, yes, everyone has with food. Let go of internalized weight stigma and body shame. Dispel myths about weight, health, and fitness. Recognize diets disguised as wellness or health plans. So, yeah, that's what I'm on. That's like the season I'm in. But also taking it with a grain of salt. Like, because of the work I've done already, it's like, okay, in this book, they can have their thoughts. I can take what I like and leave the rest. I don't have to. Doesn't become my Bible just because I work through the workbook. So that's why I'm not afraid. Where I used to be like, oh, well, I would have threw this away and tore it up because I was afraid of outside influences being able to infiltrate me. No, I can still make a decision. Like I can read the book and agree with it or don't agree with it. I didn't put no lotion on, so my arm is really ashy. So if you can tell that, that's just really beside the point. But again, how my brain works, I'm easily distracted. But that's all I wanted to say because I really do need to get my booty up and get up out of here. But I did my journaling and some a little bit extra reading. All right.
Modified moves that require optional equipment. Okay,
You
let's
not
get
in
started.
it.
First, we're going to
You in
begin
it now
on
because
child's
you didn't
pose.
know it. Move down below. You got I ain't never stretched this. That seated foot, that foot closer if you need more of a stretch. Since she ain't telling you nothing. Ugh. Hello. So I did my I did my intervals, 8 intervals, and then like a little 8 1 minute intervals, and then a 30-second interval of speed drills of running. It was good. It looks like my times were better than last time, so that's always the goal. All of my paces were like under 10 minutes a mile. Like it wasn't a mile, but I'll show you the difference. So it looks like it's improvement, so that's good.
Before I went for the run, I was thinking about like, okay, so yesterday I didn't meditate. I didn't like sit with my legs crisscrossed and close my eyes. So I decided to look up the definition of meditation. Also looked it up what it means in different countries because of course it means to concentrate, but like, or to think about something deeply, but also like in the practice of meditation. Then I looked up and saw like 10 ways to meditate. So like some of those are with movement, some not. How, we as a society have adopted something doesn't mean it's the only way to do something. Just because it was popularized in a certain way doesn't mean that's the only way to do it. And sometimes I get caught up in how I've seen it applied and not like finding my own application for it. So I looked up meditation. Then I also looked up what I just looked up. It's probably still in my. I looked up clutter. Like, what is the meaning of clutter? Crowd, untidily, filled with clutter, collection of things lying about in an untidy mass. So, with that being said, that's those clothes I'm folding. That is decluttering. But we've only seen it done, or we tend to think of it as messes that are been there for a long time, not a part of your normal uh upkeep type of thing. So I'm just going back to what the definitions of these words are. And yeah. And also, how do I need to use it to get what I need to get done? And so that's also an important thing. So with my run this morning, I think I talked to y'all about it. It was first of all, it was like speed drills, and I feel like I was faster. Let me see. I love the Nike Run app, the guided runs, and it's so funny because this girl was trying to tell me, she was like, I really like them, and then she let me listen to the guy, and I was like, I don't like it, and I can't wait to see her again because I only saw her once, and one, that was rude, but I can't wait to see her again so I can tell her, you were right, I was wrong. I love it, and I love that guy. It is motivating. Your music is kind of playing in the background, so when they don't talk the whole like hour or the whole sprinting session, whatever you're doing, they just like pop in and say something like, and then, or say something motivational, or give you some coaching, and then they're out, and your music like turns back up, but your music is always like playing in the background. So I like that part of it too. Yeah. All right. So I've got a little bitty salad and my smoothie. It has 1 scoop of protein powder because I have some chicken breast in here, so that should give me, my amount of protein. And then mixed greens. The same mixed greens that are in here. Strawberries and raspberries. That's it. Yesterday I put chia seeds in it. Today I forgot. But oh well. But this is another thing. Breakfast. The definition is breaking your fast. Well, I don't know. That's probably a loose definition. But who said it had to be oatmeal, cereal, bacon and eggs? It can be whatever you want it to be. That's another thing of society deciding on how something should be done, and us just kind of going with it, whether it works for us or not. Yeah. One of my baskets came for stuff. I'm just gonna, it needs to kind of just shape out. But yeah. Is it here? Oh, take a sticker. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in my room or because I feel like in some instances, me putting it in my room may make more mess. So I might put it downstairs. I don't know, but I just want to have a bag, a thing, just as a catch-all, or so if junk or if things accumulate, I want to have somewhere for them to go. I could also put blankets in it downstairs for right now, and then if there becomes like an overflow, then I can use it for that. Yeah, this is one of 2. I got another one coming. The other one is gray and white. This one's like black and tan. The other one is like gray and white, so it'll match the living room. I'm putting one in there too, and that's it. It may be overkill. I may not even need them, but I would rather have them and not need them. It's pretty big. Look at it next to me. I took it downstairs and I didn't like it downstairs, so I ended up putting it in my room. And honestly, downstairs is our least frequented. We play cards down there, we eat down there sometimes, like on the weekends, watch movies down there. But honestly, it doesn't have as much traffic as my bedroom and this living room. And if I needed to clean up in a hurry, it will be better for those things to be in those like hot spot areas. So I took it upstairs because like right now, while my room feels like, oh, I don't need this, all it takes is one day of me having to get dressed in a hurry and me throwing stuff around, and I can simply put it in there for later. If I'm in a rush and I can't like put it, hang stuff back up, I can just put it in there and then my room stays clean. I can handle it when I get a chance. And yeah, that's just I'm finding these ways to make my life better, because when we go to, I wanted to do 75 soft, I added that decluttering aspect. What was the outcome that I was looking for in adding that? The outcome was I wanted to be more organized. I wanted my house to be cleaner, more livable. So through this experience, that is one of the things that I decided, hey, this is going to be a good thing for me to elevate my life and my organization in a way that works for me. So I am about to go. My dog looking at me. She going, but she got to do her stretch. So but this morning when I was doing my cool down after the sprints, I already read my Audible book. So I'm gonna do this one as a walking meditation, a guided walking meditation. Just to be on, because you can just walk in the silence, and that would be meditation as well, probably a deeper form of meditation. But because of how, for the video's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and do a guided meditation and do some things by the book. So usually in guided meditations, they're telling you like to observe things, like observe the trees, observe the sounds around you, taking the walks, like you paying really attention to how your feet are touching the pavement or whatever you're walking on. So just being mindful as you take your steps. I'm trying to find one that I haven't done before. Self-love walking meditation.
Welcome to Ethereal Meditations. Today, I will guide you through an uplifting meditation with the intention of taking action towards radical self-love.
I forgot. Oh, I will say that I'm going to link it or something like that. I probably won't. I did save it because I thought it was a really good one. It talked about moving slow and self-care, having days where you do nothing and being okay with doing nothing, like feeling yourself by doing absolutely nothing, taking the rest that you need. I kind of needed that because I'm feeling like I want to get overwhelmed because I have someone coming into town, and then my birthday is coming up, and so it's just overwhelmed to like do stuff and to be busy and have things. But if I know I can't withstand that, then I just have to be okay with doing it the way that I truly want to do it, the peaceful way that I want to do it, not what other people would do. That's them if they want to be tuckered out, So yeah, I'm gonna do that one again. So, when you try to eat healthy, these teenagers, all of a sudden he want to go somewhere and get something. But honestly, I don't care for like McDonald's or Wendy's or none of that. None of that, because I like Taco Bell, but I don't like McDonald's or Wendy's. So it don't bother me to go there, because I don't want nothing from them. I need to clean the pillows that I didn't put in the washing machine. And I'll be done with this room. I've been doing like a little list on this dry erase board that I have. So I uploaded my video for today. It's gonna come out at 3. So where we are right now, what video is coming out? It's when I was originally trying this mic and I was like stretching and stuff like that. But there's probably another stretching video that'll come out before this one. I don't know. But yeah, now this one probably come out first. I need to finish the living room, wash my bed and fold clothes. And then the videos that I have, that video is going to change to then the last 3 days of 75 soft. That's y'all. And then hair diaries. That's just like a video that I think is super boring, but I'm just going to see how I do. So, because hair videos do better on my channel. So basically, every so often I just like turn on my laptop video. Did I get myself out of here? Hold on. My laptop video and all this dust.
Yeah, what was?
And keep you. What was I gonna say? Oh, I just be putting like basically how my hair looks over a month. So hair diaries. What's up?
You are?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're not on it.
Oh.
So you still wanted to go somewhere, it sounds like? Or you changed your mind and you're like, well, you know, dinner time. No. Hand me a broom, please.
I did.
You gonna show your, I was about to say. I was about to get on here naked. Yes, look at this. I spilled my drink, but I still got it. I have a lot of problems. And just never you mind what happened to my shirt. I'm gonna change it when I get to it.
A person who can sit down and have a conversation with their
instead of
shirt looking
leaking.
like
How they
this
do
don't care
this?
about nothing.
I'm gonna have to sue them for another shirt. Why would I wear a white shirt? I knew I wasn't that kind of person. I knew that when I put it on. So some of these questions in this book, the boundaries workbook that I was working in, was kind of turning me off. Like they were just like stupid questions. I didn't like them. The goal of this lesson is to help you define your intangible boundaries and to recognize them as ever-present reality that can increase your love and save your life. These boundaries are define your soul and help you guard and maintain it. So I understand that because it's like if we didn't have the boundary of life being finite, we would probably take it for granted more. You know, time wouldn't be as important. You could like waste centuries, decades, none of it will really matter because you have forever. So us having a finite amount of time on earth makes it more precious, you know, and we have to play within those boundaries that we're given. And we really don't know how much time that is that we're playing with. Not me and not me. Boundaries define us. They define what is me and what is not me. A boundary shows you where you end and where someone else begins, leading to a sense of ownership. We have to deal with what's in our soul, and boundaries help us define what that is. The Bible tells us clearly that our parameters are and what our parameters are and how to protect them. But often our family and other past relationships have confused us about our parameters. Explain how knowing what you are to own and take responsibility gives you freedom. Explain why that gives you freedom. So that gives me freedom because then I don't have to worry about things that aren't in my control or aren't my responsibility. It's my responsibility, like even with, let's talk about, you know, my family member that's coming to town this weekend. I have other family members coming to town that are going to be watching this too. But anyways, it's my responsibility is to treat him with the same kindness that I would want somebody to treat me with if I was coming to their town. My responsibility is not to take on the burden of, he chose to travel. Some of that stuff is his. I will show him a good time, be there, but we gotta decide. It's not on me whether he has a good time or not. It's not on me if he has a good time or not. It's on me to be kind and show him the same kindness that I would want, but it's not on me to make sure he has a good time or not. Period. This question is, why does pain result when we are not shown the parameters of our soul, are taught wrong parameters? Because it's too much to bear. Like trying to be everything to everybody and trying to do their part, it's too much. And then you don't get to do your thing, because while you're trying to be nice and give people all this stuff and do everything for them, you don't get the chance to be kind and be yourself and show your kindness, because it's different. Nice is what you think that they want, and just giving of yourself until you're bottomed out, versus giving what you can, what you feel free and happy to give out of the kindness of your heart, not wanting anything in return, and move on. Because then you don't then hold them responsible as they're supposed to do something in return for you or something like that. Like there should be none of that. Yep. Then you're looking sad and heartbroken when they don't do for you like you did for them, when nobody told you to do that stuff in the first place. You had overstepped. I have therapy in 14 minutes and she's always late, so I'm gonna just keep journaling. I will talk to y'all later. Day 75. Now me trying to do a victory dance like I really did it. I did it my way. You feel me? Okay, let me get this mic on and connect with it. Okay. So, it's also the first day of school. So I woke up a little early because I want to wake up before the kids, because I want to be in their business a little bit. So let me get my workout in so that I can have time to be in their business. I feel like I've already kind of gave y'all my thoughts and summed up 75 soft. This also was like, as I was doing 75 soft, I was also in weekly therapy sessions. So I feel like that also assisted with me not really wanting to play games with gamifying my life, or taking it as I had to make it something that was livable, because I was like in the process of doing like real stuff at that time. So I had to keep it real in all aspects. But anyway, I was telling my therapist yesterday how we were going over my treatment plan and going over like what progress I had made. And I was just telling her, like, while I originally came to her to assist with my relationships with other people, I feel like that has bled over into so many other things. Like, once I started working on healing my relationship with other people, I started to, then my relationship with my body and with food, that started to come up again. And then my relationship with things and how I respect other people, as far as having a place that's livable for everybody and keeping things tidy for the other people that live in my house. That it bled into that. It bled into the way that I parent, my relationship with that, with my children, relationship with everything. It just kind of bled into these other parts of my life that I wasn't expecting. And I love that. I love the doing it, warming up on deadlift. I love how that, I feel like that one thing is fixing so many aspects of my life. And I mean, people do say we heal in relationship, and everything is a relationship. My relationship with myself on down, those are relationships. So it's such valuable work that I'm doing. My relationship with YouTube, because I definitely, if you haven't, I've been kind of phoning it in, like just doing what feels right, have better boundaries with it. Like I just do what I feel like doing when I feel like doing it, and I move on from it. And that's a better way to do this long term for me. So I just thought I was warming up, and that wasn't even near enough. 45, 55, 65. Okay. Wishing all the kiddos, all of your children, a wonderful year. I don't want it to fly by, because the faster these years fly by, it's just, let's let it go at a normal pace. I don't want it to be slow for them either, but a normal pace, so we can make memories and enjoy our children, enjoy our time with our children and our time away from our children while they're at school. So I got this assessment done, a nutrition assessment, or kind of eating disorder assessment, done by this company called Project Heal. That's HEAL, of course, but it's Project Heal, and they have a company where, for Black and brown people, where they offer group sessions and discounted dietitian sessions to make dietitians and nutrition therapy more accessible for Black and brown people. Not that it's exclusively for Black and brown people, but that's what the founder, I think that was her target audience. But so I had an assessment done by one of them, and I shared that with my therapist, the results of that. And in it said that I should have a therapist who is health at every size, that practices from a health at every size. Like basically my nutritionist or my dietitian and my therapist should be health at every size practitioners. And she was like concerned about that, because she's not familiar with it. It's not something that she's been trained in. I have to do a lot of coaching to her about it. But I explained to her, like, my goal is not to be like a health at every size ambassador, or an ambassador for any type of any school of thought. I'm actually going through that workbook that is like health at every size, weight neutral, but I'm also reading a book about like DBT and eating disorders, which is what she does, which is dialectical behavioral therapy, and that is weight loss focused, I guess. So I'm reading both. I'm getting information from both schools of thought. From working with her, I think I have kind of let go of that. Oh, I can only listen to, the thing that I want to believe in. Like, no, I can take in information from different sources, and that doesn't mean that I'm going to, be influenced, or I'm still going to make the decision that's right for me. And so basically, I am into the health at every size stuff for the body image and relationship to your body, relationship to food information, the gentle nutrition information. I'm not against the DBT work for when you're in a situation where you want to overeat. So there's a way for me to apply things. Again, it's that me customizing things so that it works uniquely for me, not for, I'm not trying to be like some poster child for whatever one person thought was the best way to do things. I'm just looking at the research from both of these schools of thought and deciding what is going to work for me. All right, so this is my second to last set. That was just 140. Here is what I got going. I'm going to do this last rep, as many reps as possible. That's what that means at 157, but I'm going to do it at 160 because I don't have 57. So I'm doing it at 160 for 13 reps. I'm going to just get that out the way so then I can go check on these kids and see what progress they've made so far. All right, I'm going to do 13. I'm going to put my gloves on so that don't hinder me from getting it done. All right, that's done. I was going to do some other accessory stuff, but today with them getting ready and me needing to kind of focus on them. Hold on, I'm trying to catch my breath. 13. Okay, so you put in the number, the ones you did, press complete. It tells me my new, Lord Jesus, it tells me my new 1 rep max. And then it has these different ways you can do it. And today I'm going to do something it don't say it on here, but it's different assistant programs that they have. Well, one of them is big but boring. And that's what I'm going to do today, which is just doing I'm just going to do this amount of weight, maybe 5 to 10 reps, however many sets, like just as I have time to come back down here. At least 5 sets though. And I'm going to call that good. That's a program called Big But Boring. Basically saying you'll get big muscles, but it's a boring program because you're just doing the same movement over and over. But yeah, so here I'm having, this morning it's breakfast time, but I'm gonna have this chicken salad and smoothie. It has raspberries, strawberries, grapes, and 1 scoop of protein powder in it. That's what I'm having.
Hi, so I haven't talked to you in a little bit because I went for a walk. The walk that I went for earlier, my husband went with me, so I didn't do any meditation or not having to take off the thing. But yeah, having some tomato soup. I put some avocado in it because I didn't have anything green. I used most of the mixed greens I have in my smoothie this morning, and then just a grilled cheese sandwich. So I forgot to show you, I ate some almonds with these chocolate chip, milk chocolate chip, whatever chips. but I only eat, like I eat 1 to 2 chocolate chips for 1 almond. That's a good ratio. So I had leftover chocolates, and I don't particularly eat them by themselves. It's the combination. So I'll save these for next time I want the almonds and chocolates. I used to buy chocolate. I normally do buy chocolate covered almonds, but we just happen to have chocolate chips and we just happen to have almonds. And so I feel like honestly this is a better way, because if it's already put together, I feel like I eat way too many of those. So I feel like this has been a good little hack for me. But I mean, if you don't eat these and you have no interest in them, don't pick up this habit, you know. No need to pick it up. But yeah. So this is what I'm eating. This is not like dinner. It's 2 o'clock and my lunch, I'm still hungry. Probably because of the deadlifts that I did today. That's what I'm having right now. I'm 1 cup down. After I eat, I'll get my 2nd cup. That's what I'm doing.
All right, so I am about to I'm gonna do a hot 30 minutes of getting all the stuff out of the way of, I'm gonna do my meditation. Then I'm going to read in this book as well as journal in it. So 10, 10, and 10, that'll be that. I'm drinking my 2nd cup of water. I've been like decluttering throughout the day, but I'll give it, you know, the little 10 minutes, but I have been decluttering, and that's really what it's about, is like making it habit, like for the rest of my life. Let's hit it off with the hot 30.
Welcome to Ethereal Meditations.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.